What's up, YouTube? It's James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful breezy Thursday. I'm doing pretty good myself. I come across this particular story and it has a TikTok video of a black woman walking into a racist restaurant in Georgia, okay, to play pool, and she was encountered by, some racist patrons that were there, said some very rude things or what have you to her. So what I want to do is check out this video. It's about 1 minute and 23 seconds. Then we're going to get into the story.
What is you talking about? And you're not talking to me. You are not. You are not talking to me. So come with it. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to box my food and I'm going to finish my food and then I'll leave. That's okay with me, baby. I got a lot of money in my account. I asked her to turn it down and she got snappy with me and she just threw a whole box at me. I come up here and I play pool all the time. So all the time. She did just throw that box at me, sir. Period. I'm in a white place like this because I came up here to play pool. This is the only place with a pool table in the vicinity. So that's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a white place. That's what I'm doing in a goddamn white place. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. But guess what? Because I can come out and spend my money how I want to. You taking our comment very offensive.
Don't put it out.
That really snazzy. Period. I took it there. I know you're racist. You look like a racist. But that's why you're poor. Most racist people are poor.
Wow, there you have it. You understand? Look. The thing here is this with these racist people here in this bar. You own nothing here on this earth. You really don't. Everything that you have, was basically, you stole it. You killed for it. You raped for it. You lied for it. Okay, so you have no business telling nobody where they should or should not be in public areas. You really don't. And as time go on, you're going to know that you yourself was a big mistake your whole entire existence. I'm not being mean or facetious or anything. I'm just being honest. If you were to read the Most High's word, you would know these things. You do not belong here. You're the ones that's the intruders. And so therefore you come here and you think you own the place and you don't. You really don't. But now that the time is rapidly approaching for the Most High to come, you finna see what's going to become of you. See, you favor nothing of the good black dirt that the first man and first woman was actually drawn from and made from and breath of life breathed from the Most High into. You are not that. You are not the original people. So again, you have no business telling anybody where they should and should not be, because you're going to come to find out that you don't even belong. And when you do, it's going to be a very, very hard thing to deal with in your day of destruction. Okay? And that's just what it is. Now, as we know, to get into this article right here, it says for white folks only. Twitter puts Georgia restaurant on blast after black woman's racist encounter. Okay? It says here, racism wasn't the encounter a black woman planned to have when she went to play pool at a bar on Saturday. Okay. Before we go any further, I just want to tell this black woman this is not a good thing to do, going out by yourself around a bunch of racist, low-life subhumans. You understand what I mean? Because, you could have came up missing. You see? Now, with that being said, let's continue. Georgia restaurant Hiram Bar and Grill is in the hot seat after a viral video posted by TikTok user Marissa surfaced on September 18th of a black woman's run-in with a group of racist white people. The video showed the woman's altercation as she defended herself while allegedly being harassed for eating there and wanting to play pool. All right. Yeah, she, pretty much took some unnecessary, behavior from these low lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'll say, don't go in places like this by yourself if you're gonna go. Because more than likely, if it was a group of you with men, black men, they would have still been racist. You understand? Probably would have been short when you ask them questions, but nevertheless, they probably would have been more respectful to you. You know what I mean? Now to continue here, part of the encounter showed the black woman standing her ground after being told the restaurant was for white folks only. She responded to the patron telling him to come with it, making it clear that they weren't going to kick her out and that she was going to finish her food before leaving the establishment. Hey, what the fuck are you talking about? Question. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna box my food, and I'm gonna finish my food, and then I'm gonna leave. She proceeded before a white male threatened that she was going to jail. Okay, the incident continued with the black woman accusing a white woman accusing the white woman's server of throwing the food box at her. See, it goes on to say right here, she exclaimed, "She did not throw it at me, sir." While another white male intervened, asking, "What you doing in a white place like this?" Okay. Woo-wee. The subhuman standards. No common sense whatsoever. No intellectual dialect. Nothing. Just stupid. You know what I'm saying? She, replied by, "This is the only place where there's a pool table. So that's what I'm doing at a white place," she says. The man advised her to get her own pool table and said, "I am a racist and I don't care." All right. You can be what you want. You can be racist if you want to, but don't exercise the shit. And that's what the problem has been. You exercise your racism and hate. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Now, it says here, when Twitter was met with the video, responses came flying from the platform's users, including a reaction from @Bison that read, "Most racist people are poor. They need somebody to blame for their lot in life. Racist, homophobe, there's always some form of bigotry, ready to explain why anyone else did better than them." Okay. Let me see. I used to work with a guy, and he was a Trump supporter. And you should have seen the car he drove, and the car was just towed up from the floor up. You know what I'm saying? Older model or whatever. But he had, "Let's make America great again." Trump on the back of what was left of a bumper. You see my point. Now, Trump don't give a damn about none of them. He really don't. The only thing he cares about is influencing the dumbass to act the fool that they do. That's basically what it is. But yeah, this woman has a point about these racist subhumans are poor and full of fucking envy for the so-called black people. Okay, that's just what it is. Okay. Now, in conclusion here, it says here, we already read this right here, but replies to the video have created subchains of responses as social media users address racism. Okay, racism is always a big topic here in America, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I got a video right here before we leave that I want you guys to watch and listen to. It's not that long. A brother here is making very, 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 very good points about, not only this racist situation right here, but how we as people deal with it. Okay? So stay tuned for that. It's coming right up. And here it is.
What's up, TikTok?
got something I want to talk to y'all about a situation that happened in Habersham, Georgia. Habersham, Georgia. A lady walked into a bar to shoot some pool, and some white men there, and one white woman that worked there, she was a waitress. They mistreated this black woman pretty bad, asking her why is she up there in a white place, that type of thing, you know. I mean, they went in on her. It's a video circulating on social media. Try to find it. Habersham, Georgia. That's in Northeast Georgia. Now that is known to be a racist area. Now I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I used to live in Gainesville, and Northeast Georgia Medical Center, which is one of the largest hospitals in that area, are full of bigots. You know, I mean, they full of bigots. That hospital is known for being a racist hospital. I mean, if you black and go to that hospital, you better be desperate, because they don't tell them what might happen there. I went there before and got mistreated. I really have. I really do believe that nurse gave me a urinary tract, gave me an infection, because I had no problem until she came in with the catheter. That's what it was. And it was two nurses, and they was in there looking at each other, laughing when they were getting the urine out. And I asked them what they were laughing about. They were saying, "Oh, we didn't realize you had that much urine in you." Yeah, but all of a sudden after then, I started having all these problems. Yeah, I believe they literally did that to me. But I want to say this. These in Atlanta, there are certain areas as a black man I can't even walk down the streets in. There's certain areas of Atlanta, as a black man, if I walk, and these are black people in black neighborhoods, I can't even walk down the street in, because they'll be ready to kill me. If I got on the wrong color, they'll be ready to blow my brains out. But these black women right here in Georgia can get, how many years, I forgot how many years it was that a black woman was going into the Cracker Barrel, right in the metro of Atlanta. And a white man beat this black woman up at this Cracker Barrel now in the metropolitan area of Atlanta. Not one black man at that place stood up for that woman. Now we got another woman that goes into a bar, and I haven't heard anything about any of these thugs saying anything about going up there handling that. Not one. You know what they're probably saying? What's she doing up there? This is America. I can go anywhere I want to go in America. I shouldn't have to worry about the color of my skin when I go anywhere. But you guys, you're so quick to protect your colors and your street names and your street neighborhoods and all this, but you ain't ready to protect your black women. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm really sick of this. If one of you thugs ever walk up to me, I'm going to show you what being a thug is really all about. Because I'm sick and tired of respecting y'all and trying to get along with y'all, and y'all don't do nothing for this race, nothing but destroy. I see why, what's his name, Carlton White, be on you guys all the time, because it don't make any sense. You'll blow my brains out, but these white men can do anything to your sisters and you do nothing. Nothing. I'm sick of it. You're a bunch of punks to me. You're a bunch of punks. Running around here with guns, that's it. Killing each other off like it ain't nothing. And your sisters and your mama getting treated like dogs in the streets. And you ain't doing nothing about it. Weak niggas.
Well, now you see right there what this brother just pointed out is the flip side of racism. The proverbial stuck between a rock and a hard place. All of us has experienced, what he's talking about. I've seen more, black on black racism, you know what I mean, in our hoods than I've ever had to deal with when I go out of our hoods. You understand what I mean? It seems like, some of them, like some of the subs can look at you and say, that's not the one you want to fuck with. But when you can be maneuvering through your own habitation, you understand what I mean? You sometime, every now and again, maybe if it's just once every blue moon, you come across a motherfucker that you got to put in his place, however way it's done. So this man right here points out a very, very good point. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. As far as I'm concerned, these intels that are in our communities are no better than the people, the subs that was in that restaurant racially profiling this woman. You know what I mean? That went in that restaurant. They're no better because it's the same damn thing. But we tend to be more accepting of it simply because these people that's in our hood share the same color that we do. You see? And that's no excuse. If we're going to fight racism, we need to fight racism not only abroad with the subs, but we have to fight racism in our own backyards. You understand what I mean? Because it is racism, the hatred, the envy. Envy ain't nothing but like a certain type of racism. And it's envy is a hatred predicated on what they say jealousy is. You know, but envy is the type of thing to where you hate a person because you feel like that person's either better than you or they got something better than you and you don't have or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Envy is an unjustified emotion where jealousy is justified. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Jealousy is a justified emotion confused with envy. All right? See, I used to think they were one and the same, but it's really not. See? It's really not. For example, the Most High said, I am a jealous God. I am jealous over my people. In other words, I don't want my people worshiping any other false gods, any other gods, period, over me. See, that's justified right there. That is a justification. See, but envy, no. Envy is that of the wicked one. You know, the one who said, I am going to place my throne above the stars of God or whatever, and I will be greater than him. You see, because he wanted to be greater than him, but he can never be greater than the one who made him, which is the devil himself. See, that's where envy comes from, that hatred. See, he hated the Most High for what the Most High is, because he can never be what the Most High is. You see, so he right there went to go and compete when he never was any competition in the first place, because he's going to get destroyed. And this is what I'm seeing out of a lot of people, especially in the relations of people. And I don't call them family because they're not family. Because family don't carry on like that. They don't. See, it starts in the relations. That's where it starts at. Right there in the relations. Where you see this ugliness. Somebody envying somebody else. And then, you know, when you get that right there, there's going to be a lot of confusion, you know, and separation. And rightfully so. Because you don't want to deal with trash. You got trashy ass envious people that you're related to, cut them off. Don't have nothing to do with them before something bad happen. You see what I mean? But this is what's going on in the whole family relations, just say relations, of so-called black people. You got those tares among us that's keeping us divided, predicated on envy. And what is that? Just like what this man said. You can't even walk down a certain street without, what you doing around here? In your own community. What you doing here? Ain't that what that sub just asked that woman? Same thing. It's the same thing. You know? Well, I think I said enough on the situation. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.